Baddies Gone Wild reunion. Okay? Now, I stopped recapping the season because I'm going to just be real with y'all. Most of the cast I hated. Okay? 98% of the cast I didn't like. The only ones that I liked was Bahati, of course, Daisy. Even though a lot of y'all don't like Daisy, I still fuck with Daisy. She was a bully from the beginning to the end, okay? She was one of the more consistent people in the show. Well, I won't say that. I'll just say the bitch was funny, okay? I like Daisy. Let me see who else I like. Shit, that was probably it. Bahati and Daisy. And I like Shay. I like Shay. She a wild card, but I kind of like that. I started to like her towards the end. But with that being said, y'all, the season just got crazy. These bitches all ganging up, packing up on a smaller section of the girls. It's like three girls versus the whole house. Hell, Bahati versus the whole house. This season pissed me the fuck off. So if they do run it back again with Baddies Gone Wild, hopefully they do that shit better next time, okay? This shit ain't what it is. But the reunion, I watched the reunion, y'all, last night, and that bitch, the reunion was good. Part one for the reunion was pretty damn good. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and talk about what happened, what went down, and share some of my thoughts. Let's get into it. So part one of the Baddies Gone Wild reunion starts off with Natalie and Lenny. So they got this little performance. Natalie performing her two songs. Bitch, we outside tonight. And the other one, you fucking up, bro, bitch. You fucking up, bro. Nigga, that's... Wait. Maybe they the same song. Fuck. She performed her two songs. Y'all know them songs. So anyway, my thing is, Natalie, if you gonna try to be like Jocelyn and do a performance before the reunion, bitch, have a real performance. Like, have stage presence. Now, don't get me wrong. Natalie little songs is a bop, but bitch, like, have some stage presence about yourself, okay? So, anywho, we start to see the girls coming in to get ready, get dressed for the reunion and whatnot. Woo, y'all know how they go. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Only like 2 or 3 of the girls actually look good to me, okay? So, I like Janelis' little all-black outfit. It didn't give reunion vibes, but she looked cute. I like it. I liked her little outfit. Emery looked it okay. Jaden looked like she was going to the fucking prom. I don't know what she got off with that fluffy, glittery ass dress. What's her name? Cupcake. That bitch looked like she don't ate a bunch of cupcakes, okay? I don't know about y'all, but that bitch like she don't gained a lot of fucking weight since the damn season ended, okay? I don't know how long it's been since the season ended from the time that they did the reunion, but that bitch gained a lot of weight. What's her name? Gloss Up looked cute. Ozzy Pearl, to me, Ozzy Pearl was the only one who came dressed up, okay? And for once, she actually looked nice, because I'm not really crazy about Ozzy Pearl looks, but her hair looked nice, her dress looked nice. Rella G was cute. I like her look. I like the way she dressed anyways. She got a cute little city girl swag. Mean Lee looked good. Daisy got out looking like a fucking hoochie, looking like ghetto hoochie mama with her little thin ass dress, little bodycon dress, and her side mohawk she had going on. She was cute though. Now Bahati, I hated that wig. I fucking hated that wig. That wig had her look like a fucking black and mild. Okay? The outfit, makeup was nice. Bahati's a beautiful girl, but that wig though, bitch, why did you come in there with them? Why did you let them bring you in there looking like a damn fucking what them shits is that you a Q-tip, looking like them shits that you stick in your ear. And then we see like the host. So we're gonna have 3 hosts. We're gonna have Isaiah. I forget Isaiah's name. His last name, but it's gonna be Isaiah from N.E.X.T. It's gonna be the girl Zoe. I guess she's a screamer or something like that. I'm not really familiar with her. Very beautiful girl though. And then of course the baddest, Miss Janelis John. Okay, so these are the 3 hosts that are going to be doing a reunion. Then we get to see Natalie. Natalie looks really good. Now that body snatched, the bitch coming out looking like a Barbie doll. Now I will give her that. So the first, one of the first sit downs we get to see is you got Hurricane Emery, Coco Chanel, and TT in a room together. Okay, so they're talking about basically how Daisy feels away about the song that they made. Now, mind you, Rella G, TT them, like a whole bunch of them made this little diss record, okay? And they used Daisy bad bitches, wild bitches take shots little slogan that she came up with. If y'all gonna use the girl slogan that she came up with, why exclude her from the song? And what I didn't like about it was Coco told my son, we ain't gotta include her, we ain't want to. Bitch, wait till Daisy get a hold of you. She gonna bust your other motherfucking eye. Bitch, you gonna walk around the whole season with one red eye talking shit the whole motherfucking time. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I can't stand Coco. Matter of fact, I can't stand the whole posse, okay? So the fact that y'all gonna take this bitch shit and use it and tell and be like, fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck her, fuck it, like, bitch, you wasn't there. It ain't nothing but a thing to call that girl up and say, hey, do you want to do a bar on this song since we finna use your slogan? Like, that's the least you could fucking do. But see, Daisy's stupid. She should have trademarked that shit. She bitch. You know, like I know, you come up with some shit that's gonna be popping and that's gonna be lit. You get yours you get your butt out the duck before anybody else do. I'm just saying. So anyway, child, I'm going to go ahead and get into these conversations that took place in the dressing rooms. Okay. Now, y'all know how Zeus do. They flash back and forth between the rooms. So I'm kind of going to go room by room, situation by situation. Okay. So, back to the room with Hurricane Emery, Coco, and TT. So, TT asked the girls how they feel about Erica. Because Erica was online saying that half the cast is trans. Now, for those of you who don't watch social media, they were saying that a lot of these girls was given trans, but Cupcake in particular they were saying that about Cupcake, and I believe TT. I'm not sure, but I know Cupcake, they was really on her ass saying that she was a trans. Okay. Either way, people just really didn't give a fuck about these girls too much. They didn't like their characters, and so they were saying all kind of shit, to be honest. But Coco Chanel made sure that she said, she was talking about y'all. She wasn't talking about me. They wasn't saying that shit about me. Yeah, it's Coco Chanel. We know you a woman with them long ass titties, bitch. We know you is 100% woman. So anyway, back to the room with, so in the room you got Bahati, Oxypearl, Jaden, and Shay. Okay? Well, first it was just Oxypearl, Jaden, and Shay, and they was just talking about, like, the fights they had. And then Bahati comes in and joins them. Alright? So, at first, everything sounds good. Everything's all good. They talking about the hit list and et cetera, et cetera. So, then the girls start getting on Bahati ass because of the whole jumping situation. They feel like Bahati didn't do nothing to help them when they was being jumped by the rest of the girls. Okay? So Bahati says, like, we don't have this conversation a bunch of times before, you know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that I could have did more or whatever, but, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, y'all didn't jump in my fights either. Okay? But Icy Pearl and Shay's whole point is that, like, they was being jumped. Your fights were individual fights. So, that's different. But I don't really know, because at the end of the day, I can't really 100%, I'm kind of 50-50 with that, because Bahati didn't really try to help them. She was kind of standing off to the side, kind of kikiing a little bit with the other girls. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like Bahati had been literally fighting every fucking body since she been there. She's been fighting. So I don't blame her for not wanting to fight. Like, bitch, please. Like, I've been fighting all motherfucking day, all time, ever since I got here. Like, bitch, cut me some slack. Like, let me be free for once. Like, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I really kind of don't blame Bahati for not getting involved. And then on top of that, yes, her and Aussie Pearl and Shay them had became like a little group, mostly because the other girls was against them. But at the same time, I never really seen Shay and Aussie Pearl them have Bahati back like that, to be honest. So for her to be as upset as she was, I don't get it. But maybe it was because Bahati was one of the people on the outs, like one of the black sheep people too. And they felt like, okay, well, it's a whole jumpation going on, bitch. Why you don't jump in? Either way, it turned into a big ass argument. Bahati said, bitch, I don't want to hear this. We talked about this. Like, bitch, if you gonna feel away, feel away. You know what I'm saying? So she ends up walking out, leaving the room. Now, in the other room, you got Janelis, Rella G. They sitting up, chopping it up, catching up, or whatever. So, Rella G asking, Janelis about, she like, I've been seeing you on Twitch or whatever. And yeah, so Janelis like, yeah, I'm doing good. I've been everywhere. I've been with all the celebrities and stuff like that, right? So they kind of catching up with each other a little bit. And then the subject changes to the whole song situation with Daisy. And this is what I like about Janelis. Right, wrong, or indifferent, she gonna speak her piece and how she feel about it. Like, she ain't finna just be on the bandwagon taking sides because or whatever. She stand on how she feel. And she was telling Rella G, like, look, she was like, y'all should have included her in the song though, because that's her slogan. Rella G like, well, the only reason she wasn't included was because she wasn't there. Bitch, stop capping, because the other girls just said in the other room that they didn't give a fuck about whether Daisy was there or not. Like, y'all intentionally left the girl out. So stop trying to sit here and make it seem like, oh, it's because she wasn't there. And then last time I checked, a lot of artists, when they do their parts and they do collaborations, they don't necessarily have to be together. They just they do their little part and send the shit in and let the mixer put that shit together. They don't always have to be together. So y'all still could have called Daisy up and be like, hey bitch, you want to split a bar? You want to do a 16 on this track? Or whatever the case is. Because it was her shit. Like, how y'all just gonna steal the girl's shit and exclude her? That's some fuck shit. So anyway, next thing you know, Janetta started talking about how the whole Erica situation, and Rella G gets real irritated, real amped up when Janetta started talking about Erica. And so Janetta was basically like, I feel like the situation didn't have to go as far as it did. Y'all could have talked that out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have worked that shit out. Rella G just got real fucking hyped and real fucking irritated and mad at the mention of Erica's name. Now, she did say that Janelis keep bringing up Erica's name, keep bringing up her name. But y'all, the fact that y'all went from cool, sitting cool, to you popping Janelis in her shit, that shows that Erica got you bothered, bitch. I don't give a fuck how many bathrooms you say you got in your house. Bitch, something about Erica bothers you, bitch. Because your reaction said it all. I'm just saying. Yeah, so next thing you know, Rella pops the shit out of Janelis in the face. And them two go to squabbling. Now, it didn't last long enough to really tell who's a winner. But, I don't know. Yeah, I can't really call it. And either way, like, Rella, you are so bothered. You are so bothered at the mere mention of Erica's name. It's just like on Harry Potter. If you say Lord Voldemort, he pop up. If you say Erica's name, Rella G's blood vessels pop. Okay, that's just how bad it gets. Okay, why she got so much animosity for that girl? Yeah, I get the battery pack situation, but seriously, it's not that serious. Like, for real. So, anywho, in the next scene, the scene flashes, and we back in the room with so in walks Coco, not Coco, but Cupcake and Daisy. So they walk into the room where, Coco, Shadell, TT, and Hurricane M was sitting in the room, right? And soon as Coco look up and see Cupcake and Daisy coming through the door, she said, who the fuck let this walrus in here? Child, as soon as the word walrus came out her mouth, by that time Daisy was on her ass like white on rice. It was so motherfucking funny. She just binka, baka, boom. You know what I'm saying? Real quick with her little lingerie outfit on, child. She will knock Coco ass up a little bit. So, anywho, when Daisy and Coco started fighting, there was a lot going on, okay? So, Cupcake attempted to try to break up the fight. You got Hurricane M gonna run her old fish face ass over there, gonna turn around and say, you need to stay out of it. You need to stay out of Cupcake. I have a feeling that if Cupcake wouldn't have had that boot on, Hurricane M probably would have just hit her. So, anywho, the security separate fucking Daisy and Coco, and Daisy look over at M. She said, and M, what type of time you on? Like, she trying to stop them from jumping me. What the fuck you on? And so Hurricane M was like, no, I was trying to stop her because she was trying to jump in. Cupcake wasn't trying to jump in, child. Cupcake can't even defend herself. She was just trying to break the shit up. And Hurricane, shut the fuck up because you know you don't want that motherfucker smoke with Daisy. So, bitch, take the safe route, okay? Take the motherfucking safe route. Because she know what the fuck she was doing. Hurricane M went over there to stop Cupcake because TT and motherfucking Coco was trying to jump motherfucking Daisy. When Daisy started fighting Coco, TT ran her little bony ass over there trying to jump in. And that's why Cupcake tried to stop the fight, okay? These bitches weird. So, anywho, so yeah. So then we go back to Bahati. So at this point, Jaden and Oxypearl decide to go and try to talk to Bahati again because mind y'all, she got mad with the earlier conversation and stormed out the room. So they out there on the balcony, they talking to Bahati, they trying to express to her that they're not upset because not necessarily just because she didn't jump in. It was more so about her kikiing with the ox. Now I can understand that because bitch, all them girls have been fighting you the whole season. So it was kind of weird for you to be over there laughing or standing next to them fucking laughing. Like even if you wasn't laughing at the situation, I wouldn't be over there all chumpy buddy with the same bitches that just tried to fucking attack me not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I could understand that. But like Bahati said, y'all had that conversation. So if y'all had that conversation, why the fuck keep talking about it? Matter of fact, why y'all didn't just save this conversation for the fucking stage? Because like, for real, like seriously. So child. Anyway, I guess Oxypearl wasn't satisfied with the conversation with Bahati. So her and Jalen goes back in the dressing room. Oxypearl's end up going off talking about somehow basically Bahati's going to be on her own, how she's not going to have Bahati's back, how Bahati's going to get beat up, like she happened to get beat up all season. First of all, Oxypearl, let me stop you right there. Baby, you didn't have Bahati's back the whole entire season. She didn't need neither one of y'all hoes to jump in and fight for her, okay? So the fact that you think that you're saving her life or you're going to hurt her by not helping her, it does nothing for you, okay? It does nothing for her either. Like, seriously. One of the reasons why she's the fan favorite is because she stood on 10 toes. So if anything, if you're mad about her being a fan favorite, you're going to be madder, okay? Because trying to make her embarrassed is probably going to end up backfiring on yourself. I'm just saying. So in the next scene, we flash back to Daisy and Coco and all of them. And basically, Daisy's still trying to get at, she's still trying to get out the door, but the security guard got the door blocked off. They're not letting the girls get in the room with Daisy, and they're not letting Daisy get out the room, okay? So Daisy goes to yelling at the camera. She's like, yeah, those bitches were cool with me. They were cool with me, but then when the season ended, they let everybody get in their head telling them they need to get their lick back. Yeah. Them bitches lame. Them bitches da-da-da-da. Which Daisy does have a point. Like, y'all were buddy trying to kiss her ass. And then y'all go home, y'all family, friends, watch the season and tell y'all like, nah, that ain't cool. Especially Coco and TT. Daisy bullied you out your motherfucking room and then y'all became best buds. And then Coco, you walked around the whole season with a bust-ass red eye that Daisy did and you ain't never get your lick back. So, yeah, it's a little too late to be salty about it. I mean, y'all had all season to handle business. Okay? So then, next up we get to see Isaiah, Zoe, and Janisha with her fine ass. Okay, so she comes in the dressing room and join them. And they pretty much go to yapping it up about, what's tea, what they're going to get into as far as the girls. I don't know much about Isaiah. I haven't really watched his content, but I've heard his name a lot, okay? And judging by the way that he's talking, it seems like he's very knowledgeable about what's going on with the girls. And for what it's worth, if you're going to be a fucking co-host, at least know these bitches. Know what's going on, okay? I can't stand a motherfucker that just don't know what's going on. Like that one time they had Nene Leakes. She pissed me off. So anyway, back to the main stage. Now, we finally get ready to get to the main stage, okay? But before Janisha comes out, TT, Rella, and all of them perform their little diss track, okay? And to be honest, I haven't heard the whole song. But based off the snippets that they were playing, that shit sound lame as fuck. Like, all them hoes ain't got no bars. They sound stupid. The cadences was stupid. The song was stupid. The beat was stupid. These bitches is just stupid, okay? So, like, no. They could have saved that shit. Like, they could have saved that. So, anyway, Janisha comes out. her fine ass looking like a fucking mermaid. She comes out and Zoe Spencer comes out. So they're ready to get into some things, okay? So as they're out there hyping up the crowd, the conversation of who deserves the next Baddies Gone Wild chain, the crowd seems to think that Shay, Aussie Pearl, and Janelis are the next runner-ups for the Baddies chain. So nobody thinks that TT deserves it. So one of the people, the girl in the crowd that tells Isaiah that she feels like Janelis deserves to change because Janelis ended up fighting all them bitches, especially when it came to that phone situation. Okay, when Natalie was going off about, oh my God, somebody filming me, talk about Janelis filming content and shit. How all the girls just kind of like switched out on her ass. I agree with Isaiah. Like, I'm not gonna give her props for that because Erica ended up having a fight behind defending her, and Janelis never actually got that lick back for Erica. She never tried to help Erica. Erica got jumped a couple of times after the fact, all behind her speaking up for Janelis, and Janelis never tried to help. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like Janelis had to help, but if a bitch sticking up for you and they getting fucking jumped, the least you could do is try to help them. Okay? So yeah, she dropped the ball when it came to that. And it's so ironic that she keeps saying Janelis keeps saying Erica this, Erica that, Erica this, Erica that. Bitch, you wasn't singing her name and praises when y'all was in that motherfucking house and Erica was getting jumped by Oxy Pearl and TT Dub. I'm just saying. So anywho, they go on to talk about the season's most epic moment, which was when Bahati decided to cut off all her hair. Okay. Yes. And that's the thing that gets me too. I feel like Bahati should have came to the reunion rocking that low haircut, rocking that bald head, because at the end of the day, a lot of people really took their hats off when it came to Bahati. Okay, because not too many bitches gonna get on TV and shave all that shit off the motherfucker, just snatch the patch out of your head. Like, she did that. And not only that, but she looked good with the bald head. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm surprised she just didn't come and rock that shit. Rock her hair. But instead, the bitch wears this fucking blonde ass, ugly ass wig. I just can't get over it. So, anywho, they start bringing the girls out. Okay, so the first girl that comes out is Daisy. Child, the crowd booed the shit out of Daisy. I don't know. It was kind of mixy with Daisy, though. Some people cheered, some people booed. It wasn't... Her being booed wasn't half as bad as what the other girls got, okay? So, they bring out Janelis. Now, people seem to take to Janelis. Janelis walked out. She only had 2 seconds to gather herself before Daisy jumped up off that motherfucking couch and ran at her. So, them two run a fade. They went like 2 or 3 rounds, okay? Mostly because Daisy kept running up on Janelis, alright? She just would not fucking stop. So, anywho, Daisy runs up on Janelis, binka, baka, bunka, binka, bunka, bunka, just stop her ass all over the place. Okay? TTS runs out from behind the scenes. I don't know what the fuck she was, but she runs out and tries to jump Daisy. Now, this is like the 3rd or 4th times this episode that I don't see TT try to jump Daisy. I can't wait till Daisy get her hands on TT. I can't wait. Bitch, you stutter trying to jump a bitch. I can't wait till she get her hands on you. So anyway, like I said, the crowd seems to really fuck with Janelis because they went to screaming, Janelis, Janelis. Mind you, Janelis got her ass whooped, okay? So, they break the girls up. Next thing you know, Daisy run up on Janelis' ass again. Binka, baka, bunka, baka. Knock her ass on the couch. Mink, 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 mink. So, they break that shit up. Janelis said, bitch, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Like, she was trying to keep Daisy up off of her, but child, that was a tough work. So when they finally get the girls to calm down long enough for Janisha to be like, okay, well, what's the beef? Like, what's going on between you and Janelis? Okay? So apparently, Janelis said some little slick shit, sideways shit about how instead of Daisy, like, trying to fight her and be a bully, she need to be home taking care of her baby, her newborn, or something like that. Something along those lines. And so, for Daisy, she felt some type of way. Because according to her, bitch, I was not abandoning my kids to be on a show, bitch. My kids were well taken care of. They were home with their dad. But what I didn't like about her explaining herself was the fact that she kept. Okay, so Janelis said the baby was 4 months. You said it was 6. I feel like the clarification really didn't make a difference. Actually, it made it worse. Yeah, I would have just like my kids was taken care of and then would have left it at that. But at the same time, it's like Janelis, don't be speaking on nobody's churn if you don't want nobody going ham. Because that's one thing about it. You speak on somebody's kids, like all bells are off, okay? And Daisy did say, like, I said my things towards you, not towards your family, okay? So yeah, I kind of get why Daisy want to fight, beat her ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, don't be talking about my situation. You don't know what the fuck going on. So anywho, while Daisy's explaining herself, somebody in the crowd says, oh, Daisy don't have money for her baby. And so Daisy gets up and tries to fight whoever the fuck said whatever the fuck in the crowd, okay? So, next thing you know, they clearing Daisy off the set. So they walking her in the back. The bitch fuck around and see Coco just standing up there. So she rushes Coco and stop her ass real quick. I can't wait till Coco and Daisy get their fade. I can't wait to see this shit here. I am so, like, I can't wait to see it. I hope they get their fade next episode. So anywho, back to the main stage. They bring out Mean Lee. Mean Lee kind of got a mixed reaction too. Some people booed her, some people didn't. Now I think only reason that she even had a few fans there was because she's Nicki Minaj's little sister. But I don't know. Mean Lee is just corny as fuck to me. Like, she's annoying and she's corny. She don't have half the swag or charisma that her sister has. I'm sorry. But she look cute though. I like her hairstyle and her outfit. Okay, so then they bring out Gloss Up. Gloss Up, now I love her outfit too. To me, she looked probably one of the best. Actually, I think she looked better than all the other girls. Like, as far as her outfit for the main stage, to me, she looked the best. So they bring her out. And then we get a flash scene from Daisy them. So Daisy is in the back. They're walking her out. And here goes TT running up out of nowhere. Again, still trying to attack her. And so Daisy ain't even flinched. The security guard grabbed TT. Daisy ain't even flinched. She said, bitch, I ain't worried about you. Like, straight up. I'm not worried about you. But like I said, TT, watch out, because when Daisy get a hold of her, it's not going to be nice. So anyway, back on the main stage, they bring out Rella G's, okay? They bring out Rella G's, Hurricane Emery, and then they bring out TT. Now, when they brought out those three girls, the crowd booed the shit out of them. Like, TT in particular, I think TT got booed the worst, okay? Nobody likes TT. Nobody, okay? And it's so funny because during her intro when the season began, she was like, oh, I'm going to be fan favorite. Well, bitch, nothing you did earned the favor of the fans, okay? People just started to really dislike you, all right? So then they asked TT, you know, about the whole chain situation and why she got so emotional, and then, you know, she felt like she should get the first train because she was trying to represent for her family and things like that. But I feel like the way you carried yourself on the season, honey, you should have, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that bandwagon shit, all of that jumping shit, all of that bully vibes that she was giving, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like she deserved the train at all. At all, period. Okay? So then they bring out Cupcake, child. And we're going to end, this is where the episode ends, okay? Part 1 of the reunion pretty much ends when they bring out Cupcake. So they bring out Cupcake, child. Of course, everybody booing the shit out of Cupcake. So then they get in on Cupcake about her whole situation. They ask her, you know, how, you know, what happened with the boot or whatever. And she says that she tripped over a dog or some shit a few weeks ago and fucked up her fibula. Sitting up there looking swollen and shit. Cupcake look real fucking swole, child. Arms don't got bigger than a motherfucker. I don't know, child. She just look like a linebacker or something. So anyway, Janisha asked her, you know, like, so, do you want to clarify or clear up everything that's going on? Because people are online saying that you're lying about your, you know, whether or not you're really a woman and things like that. And so Cupcake was like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck all those haters. Da-da-da-da. She's like, I got a fat pussy and some shit. So, child, next thing you know, Cupcake standing up, patting her pussy, bending over, shaking her ass, telling everybody they can eat her ass. Then she turned around, pulled the titties out, showed her vagina. That was the icing on the cake. The bitch pulled her vagina out the side of the fucking out the side of her fucking shorts, and from what people say, it was giving woof. Okay, but I don't know. Zeus is so fucking messy because they zoomed up on that shit. It was just crazy. I was just like, ew, cupcake, no. No, no, no. That was not something for the books. That's not something we wanted to see, my love. No, no, no. And then the craziest part about it, I see online that people are still saying that she's a nigga. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, for all of that exposure that she did, she still ain't proved her point. Okay, so it is what it is. But child, that's where the episode ended with that nasty sight, and we shall see. It looks like next episode is going to be pure chaos. I don't even know if they're going to even be able to get some dialogue out, because it looks like as soon as the other girls come out, it's just going to turn into World War III. So we shall see. But I mean, so far this first part of the reunion was pretty interesting. Okay. Now I really can't wait till they bring Erica back, because I really want to see, like, I really hope Erica get in there and whoop these hoes ass, because she's been the talk of the motherfucking town. So I hope she goes out with a bang. Yeah, so yeah, child, that's it. That's all. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How did you guys like this first part of reunion? So far, who's your MVP? Or MVB, like most valuable baddie out of the Baddie Gone Wild girls? Like, how y'all feeling the girls that was brought out on the stage so far? So yeah, with that being said, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It is free. Also hit the like button if you guys like this video. If you are already subscribed, don't forget to hit the notifications so you guys know when I drop a new video. Now I will be dropping episode 2 of Johnson's Cabaret soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Okay, with that being said, I love you guys. Deuces.